Hello, thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we're going to be doing a comparison of Homesense versus Homegoods. So we're going into Homesense first. This is my first time in this store. If you're not familiar with Homesense, I believe they started in the UK or Canada. At least that's where I would hear about it. And now they're starting to have stores in the States. So I'm in a store in Cornelius, North Carolina, and this is my first time in here. So I'm going to give you my first impressions of this store. The first thing that I notice is that I see a lot of the familiar pieces that I see at the home goods store, and their prices are definitely comparable. One thing that's really different though is they have some beautiful displays. The store is a lot more spacious and kind of spread out, so you can really see the things, and they have things clearly labeled in the store so you know where everything is in the store. I love that about it on first glance. Like, look at this lighting display. This is beautiful. And this is not like anything that I've seen in a home goods store. I see some of the same lamps, but the light, the way that they have them laid out is so much nicer because they have so much space that they're working with. They have room for really large furniture pieces. So I see a lot more furniture in this particular store than I've ever seen in a home goods store. And so that's nice about it as well. But again, the pieces that they have are very, very familiar. You know, I don't see anything here that I say, I've never seen anything like that at a home goods. It's pretty much the same. It's just on a larger scale. Now, I saw some beautiful lamps in here, but I didn't need any of them, so I just looked and that was it. But another thing that I noticed here is that they had chandeliers or hanging lighting, which I've never seen in my local home goods store. So that was kind of cool too. If you were in the market for that, they did have those as well. And plenty, plenty, plenty of furniture. Like, I have never seen this much furniture in a home goods store. I really like that about the store. It gave kind of a furniture store feel. And I really like that they had pillows on display here, because that way you could kind of see some of the pillows that they had available. Because in the home goods stores, you know, they just have the pillows kind of stacked up and you can't really see them. But the way that they had them here, you could really get a good look at them. They had a lot of dishes, dinnerware, glassware, kitchen items to choose from as well. So this is definitely a great place to come because you have a lot to choose from. The decorative accents section was massive. Lots to choose from. These lanterns are nice here. They're $49.99 for this size and $79.99 for that size. Those are nice. I like this big leaf. It's a little too gold. But that's a nice. I would tone it down with a little bit of paint so you can see the price. It's $49.99. That's not bad. Now, they had a lot of their clearance items kind of mixed in with the regular items, so regularly priced items. And I know that at the home goods store that I go to most often, they have a special section for clearance items. So that was a little bit different. So that just meant you really had to look and dig behind things because they had a lot of stock in here. Some sections were more organized than others, but over in the decorative accent section, I noticed that they just had a lot of stuff on the shelf. So you really kind of had to dig through to look at the items and to try to find the prices on them. But it was worth it because, like I said, some of them were clearance items. These are some really nice bookends, very, very heavy stone, and they were $16.99 each. Not bad at all for the price of those, but those are really nice. This is different. I hate when they don't put the prices where you can see it because it's too heavy. So it's $49.99. Cute though. I really like those really large leaf decorative pieces. I don't need one, but I have been drawn to looking at them whenever I see them in the store. They have them in all different sizes, and I just think they're really interesting decorative pieces for the fall season. I also really love vases, and especially those with a very unique shape to them like this one. This one is a little too gold. If I were to buy this, I would definitely tone that down, but it's certainly a cute little shape there. And of course, they had a vast selection of pumpkins for the season. So any colors, any shapes that you're looking for, any style, or that you want glam pumpkins or more of the traditional pumpkins or farmhouse pumpkins, they had them all. This is one of those places that you definitely kind of have to do a second loop around the store because you can easily miss something if you don't. They just have so much stuff in here to look at. I was truly overwhelmed with all of the options. This vase here caught my eye. I thought it was so unique. I love, love, love the color and the shape of it. I did not get it, but I was certainly tempted by it. I really did like it. I have this new rule with myself that if I see something at the store that I like and it's more than $10, I have to leave it. I have to go back in 24 hours if it's still on my mind. Many times I would have forgotten about things, but if it's still on my mind and I still want it and it's more than that $10, then I can go back and consider it. I find that helps me a lot with impulse purchases. I really, really, really like these angel bookends. Thought they were really nice with the marble base. And then I came over here to the throws, and I just loved me a nice cozy throw. So I enjoyed looking at these, even though I was not in the market for any of them. They did have a really, really nice selection, and boy, was I tempted. I saw several of them that I really, really liked. And I liked that they had a large selection of them, and I also liked that they had them pretty much color coordinated. I noticed in the Home Goods, they're doing a lot better job with that as well. So it's kind of nice. It makes it a little bit easier for you to shop and kind of go through them. But some of them are so, so beautiful. There is nothing like cozying up on a chair with a nice, comfortable throw and a pillow behind your back at the end of the day to just unwind. I absolutely love that. And that's my favorite part of fall. Fall is only my second favorite season, but that's the thing I like most about it is the coziness of it all. That's just kind of what I look forward to. Anyway, they also had a nice variety of pillows to choose from, throw pillows in all different colors as well. The food section was massive as well. This section actually kind of reminded me of a grocery store. They had a lot of food options, like cookies and coffee and things like that. And then they had canisters and other type of kitchen items mixed in over here as well. But this part of the store reminded me kind of like of a grocery store or Walmart, just aisles and aisles of different things to choose from. Now, this is the section that I love to frequent in Home Goods, and it is where they have the candles. I have been in the market for some Reed diffusers, and if you can see, there is the ticket marker where they are actually going through and clearancing out some items. So I had picked up diffuser, but I put it back down because it was $24. But the lady said, if you want that, let me check to see if it was on sale. And it was $19. So I went ahead and got it because I'm a long way from home. So I didn't have to worry about that 24-hour rule of coming back because I'm not going to be driving back over here. And I thought that was a great price. I'm looking here at these kitchen towels. Another thing that I'm looking for the fall, and I definitely want something more in a neutral color, not the traditional fall colors. So I was really looking for something like that, and they had some really, really nice ones. Be sure to stick around. At some point in the video, I will insert a few little items that I did purchase on this trip. And then, much like the Home Goods store, they just kind of had things located all throughout the store. So not necessarily one section for all furniture. They just kind of fit it in where they could get it in, kind of a situation. But they had a lot of different furniture options to choose from. Lots of nice chairs and tables and things like that that I have not seen in my local Home Goods stores. I'm not going to say the prices were inexpensive because they really weren't. They were kind of on the pricey side, but they had some cute things to choose from. The same is true with their section with the large area rugs. They had quite a few more than they would have at my local store and some really nice ones. And they were clearancing out a lot of their rugs. I don't know about you, but I've noticed a steep increase in the cost of rugs as is everything else. But yeah, rugs definitely have gone up. So it was nice to see some red tags on some of these giving a few dollars off anyway. But lots of nice rugs to choose from. I'm happy with the rug that I selected recently for my home, but when I was out there looking, I wish that I had known about this store and had come over here and taken a look at that time. So now let's take a look at their artwork. They had a lot of artwork to choose from, but again, very, very familiar looking art. Nothing that stood out as being really different. I mean, they are, I guess, the same store. But it was nice to kind of see what they had to choose from. And there were some really nice pieces in here, just the same. And again, just like other parts of the store, I did see quite a few of them that were on the clearance, which was nice. If someone is looking for artwork and you have a Homesense in your area, I definitely will recommend checking them out over HomeGoods just because of the amount of offerings that they had. They had several aisles of artwork to choose from, and it was pretty much full of different types of options, which was nice. When I tell you I got some steps in this day walking through this store, it was so large. And like I said, I did a second loop because I did not want to miss anything, but it was well worth the trip. By this time, I was starting to get tired, but I definitely wanted to take a look in this section to see what type of linens they had. They had all types of towels, they had sheets, they had more window treatments on this side. They even had some more art tucked in over here. So lots and lots of things to choose from over here, and nice quality sheets and towels and things as well. I always love looking at the bath accessories section. I love getting different soap dispensers. Of course, this one caught my eye. It's made of travertine stone. I bought one of those recently, but the pump on it has gone bad. So just a little hint, that one did come home with me. I'll give you a look at that later. This was really cute, and it was by Jonathan Adler. A very, very bright gold, but the shape of it just really caught my eye. Very nice. Did not take that one home, but I did like it a lot. Now it's time to make my way to the register, and just like all the other stores around, they have you shopping up until the very last minute. That entire aisle leading up to the cash registers, they're showing you other things that you might want to purchase, and this store was no different. I shopped my way right up to the register, and yeah, I must say I did enjoy my time here today, and I hope that you enjoyed this tour. Now stick around because we're going to HomeGoods after this, and we'll see what they have in comparison to the HomeSense store. If you have a HomeSense in your area and you have not visited one, I highly, highly recommend. I definitely enjoyed the visit here. I go to Home Goods all the time, but I definitely will be making that extra trip down the road, just an hour and 10 minutes or whatever it took for me to get here to visit this store again. I liked it a lot. I loved the way that it was laid out. I'll just know next time to be well rested because this was a lot of work walking. And I'm going to take me a little break before we head on over to Home Goods. Before we go to Home Goods, we're going to stop by the house so I can show you what I picked up. So I said already that I picked up this travertine soap dispenser. I absolutely love it. You already know I love this natural stone. So I'm just going to use that right in my kitchen, replacing the other one that broke. And hopefully this one will be more durable. So yeah, just putting my hand soap in there, and I just have my little caddy there. The other thing that I picked up were some kitchen towels. Love, love, love these. They're from Portugal, which I love towels from Portugal and Turkey. They just feel so soft. And even though this is a kitchen towel, I just have a thing for good fabrics and fabrics that look and feel good. And these were very inexpensive, so I'm glad I got them. And then I got my Reed dispenser, and it is in the amber scent, which I absolutely love for the fall. And remember, this is the one that the lady marked down for me, so I did get it for $19. So yeah, I was not mad at that price at all. And this is a nice substantial one that will last me for a nice long time. So I just dip my reeds down in there and then take them out and flip them so that that scent can kind of permeate throughout the air. Normally I would leave that in there a little bit longer to let those reeds get a good soaking in for that first time. But just for demonstration purposes, we're just going to go ahead and put it in like this. And I'm going to place these in my water closet. Like I said, I love smell goods, and so I have my scented vase filler there, and then I'm going to put that there. Now let's go to Home Goods. These people in this store know me because I am here like almost every day. I just love to walk through and see what they have new. HomeGoods is doing the most as it relates to Halloween decorations, as you probably saw as I walked by. But I always do a beeline right to these shelves to look at what decor items may have come in since the day before that I was in here. I love that vase. I've been actually watching it, waiting for it to go down. I just have a feeling that it will. They have two of them in the store, so that's usually a good indication. These little trays are really nice, or I use them to put like my candle in, but they're really pretty. This is 100% marble, so very nice buy. And this horse, we saw this one at Homesense, the exact same one, and I think we know that it's $49.99. But I was just double checking just to make sure. Love that horse, and that's another item. If they mark it down, I just might have to break down and get that. I think he is gorgeous. Now, these are some very pretty boxes here. I like the color of them, even though I don't typically decorate with this, but the color just called my name. So maybe for spring, we might see something like that coming up in my house. Don't know. I got that Kindle book. These are nice marble bookends, $16.99. I love. This is travel chain. It's heavy. Oh, yes, it's heavy. It is $39.99. Beautiful. This vase had my heart at first sight. It was $39.99, and my rule is that if I see something that costs over $10, I have to wait 24 hours. Guess what, guys? How many of you guessed it? Yep, I'm back at the store. It's 24 hours later, so I had to take a break in the video to let you guys know what happened. So I go back to the store. I thought about this vase all night, and I rationalized in my head that I absolutely had to have it. Only thing is, I get back to that spot, and it's gone. My heart sunk. But I remember my own rule, and that is to do that second loop through the store, and there it was. They had moved it. It was meant to be, and I still wanted it 24 hours. So, yep, I took it home. All right, so now we're back in the previous day before I had to wait my 24-hour waiting period. Are you keeping up with this story here? Anyway, we're back at HomeGoods, and I'm showing you the rest of the things that they had in here. These marble bookends are gorgeous. Gorgeous, but I'm not gonna buy anything else because I've already made a purchase, waited my 24 hours, followed all the rules, whatever. But gosh, they have some pretty things, and that's what happens every year about this time. Is HomeGoods, to me, gets their best things in than the whole year just before Christmas, so they just kind of keep you coming back because they always have some nice things. And the good thing about HomeGoods is they'll put something on clearance in a minute. So if you see something you like and you don't want to buy it at full price, you can wait some of these things out and they'll still have them and you'll run across it, which is nice that you get it on a discount. There is never a horse decor piece that I don't stop and admire. I just love them. They're just so nice. And they just keep coming up with different ones with different variations. I was just telling my sister the other day, I don't have a horse that prances. That's on my wish list right now. They have a lot of the decor pieces that have just become extremely familiar to me. Like I'm in here a lot, but some of these pieces, it's like I know by heart what they have in here, how long it's been here. I probably shouldn't be telling you all that, but I just love looking at home decor. And like I said, because I do shop on a budget, I have to come frequently so that I can catch it when they put it on a clearance. This is a long video. We've done a lot of shopping today, but I must say I've enjoyed having you along and I hope you've been enjoying it as well. It's kind of fun sharing some of my shopping tricks with you all. And yeah, you can kind of see some things that I see as they come in the store in case you're in the market for them at that time. Or if you just want to see how you might want to style them just for decor inspiration, things like that. That's what I like about shopping for home decor. It's just like so fun putting things together and seeing new colors and new textures and just all kinds of new things coming out. I do enjoy that. This is a really nice piece here. The first thing I do when I look at a dresser or credenza or whatever is check out how the drawers roll. My mom taught me that a long time ago. That's how you know you have a good piece of furniture, the way that it rolls and if it's nice and smooth. Anyway, that one was really nice. I like that a lot. So I'm just back here now looking at their artwork. And again, lots of familiar pieces. We by now know exactly what they have as it relates to art. Yeah, the same thing. Nothing new stood out in this section. But baby, over here, they really had some nice lamps in today. And I know, a lot of the lamps you'll probably see, and they may look familiar to you if you've been to your local home goods store recently, and most of them are, but they had a couple that just caught my eye. I don't know why I've been on lamps lately. Look at this little thing. But anyway, they just really had some nice lamps in. This is one that we've been seeing all over the place. They have it here. It's 129. I think I've seen it for 99 somewhere too. But anyway, they have that one. But let me show you the one that really caught my eye. And it's nothing that I would normally gravitate to, but I think because it kind of gave me mid-century modern vibes, it's this lamp here. I thought it was really pretty, although not a color that I typically use. This one's really pretty too and very different. And this one I thought was absolutely gorgeous. Look at this lamp. It's pricey. It is very, very pricey, but I bet this will be gone in no time. Someone's going to snag this up. It is so, so pretty. Love it. Another thing I wanted to look at before we get out of here today are the window treatments here. They today surprised me. They had some window treatments that were in the 106 and 120 length, which my local store usually never has. They normally are fully stocked on 84 length and 96, but once you get above that, you can forget it. So I was really excited to see that they had some in because you can always find some nice panels at a decent price at HomeGoods. So it was nice to kind of see them getting a little bit more variety. All right, they have nice towels and things too, but they didn't have as large of a selection as we saw over at Homesense because they had so many more colors to choose from. And this is pretty much the way you see all the pillows at the home goods stores. They're just kind of, stuffed up on the shelves. You can see them okay, but there's some gems in here that you could easily miss, like this one. I thought this was beautiful. And yeah, it's just kind of, you really have to pay attention if you're in the market for pillows here, but they do have some beautiful ones. I don't consider purchasing pillows anymore unless they have a zipper, so that I can take the covers off for the off season because I don't have the kind of storage. This is another beautiful pillow that I ran into that really caught my eye as well. Now, one thing that kind of stood out to me over in the area with the dish towels at the home goods stores is they did not have as many to choose from, number one, but they also didn't have as many that were from other countries. Like I said earlier, if you get fabrics that are from places in Europe or India versus what you might get here, and it's all a matter of preference, but there's different feels sometimes to the texture, and that's what I go for. So they just didn't have that much to choose from, or more, not as much of a variety to choose from, I should say, but some beautiful hand towels just the same. I have a thing for vases, whether they be like the stone. I also like glass as well. So I always take a look over in this section when I'm in the home goods stores to see what might have come in new. They have candle holders over here, apothecary jars, just all types of things. So, and they're relatively inexpensive typically in this area. Now, this time of year is when Home Goods goes crazy with the treat section. To me, they just have so many more things to choose from that are very interesting to try. So I definitely love coming over here. I get myself into so much trouble in this aisle, but I do like to see what's coming in. I like trying new things. And this section is typically very inexpensive as well. Like you can get a pack of cookies for like $2.99 and that type of thing. I also like to try their sauces and things as well. And as with any other store, period, in this time of the year, you know there's going to be no shortage of pumpkins. So, as we are perusing this area, I would like to take the opportunity to thank you for watching. If you are still watching right now, if you're hearing me, you must be watching. I would like to thank you for sticking around to the end. And I learned something about you today. You like shopping as much as I do because this video was really long, but I appreciate you watching. I thank you so, so much. And to my returning family members, I thank you as well. I ask that everybody hit that subscribe button if you're not currently subscribed to my channel. This is the time of the year that I just love decorating my home, and I love sharing that with you. And I hope that you will subscribe and come back and check me out on my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.